In addition to exporting directly to tape or DVD media, you can export the sequence to a multitude of other export formats. And despite the wide diversity of formats, the overall procedure for exporting is the same. And it's made even easier with presets. To export this sequence, I'll make sure that it's either selected here in the timeline or in the project panel. Then I'll choose File, Export, Media. This opens the Export Settings dialog box. When the Source tab is selected, you can see your sequence here. You can use this control to view different parts. And you can use these controls to set in and out points. But I'll extend it to the whole sequence. If you click the Output tab, it'll give you an idea what the exported video will look like, depending on the export settings you choose. You choose the export settings over here on the right side. You'll start by choosing a format such as QuickTime or whatever format you want. I'll choose H.264. Then you can just choose among presets designed for specific delivery media. In this list, there's HDTV, iPod, PSP, even YouTube. I'll choose Apple iPod Video Large. These presets spare you from having to set multitudes of video and audio settings manually, which are listed down here. But you can customize them if you want, and you can even save those settings as a preset by hitting the Save button. Once you select the export settings, just click OK. This launches the Adobe Media Encoder, a separate but integrated program that lets you export a number of files in a batch. The sequence appears here, and you can revisit the format and the presets from this dialog box. But best of all, you can add to the list. You specify a destination where the output file will be saved here. I'll save it to Exported Files. But the reason why this is called a render queue is because I can add to this list. If I go to File, I can choose Add Premiere Pro Sequence and add another sequence to this list. Or I can select this sequence and choose Duplicate and choose different settings for this one. Maybe iPod Video Small. Now I can just press Start Queue, and the Media Encoder exports everything in the list. Before Premiere Pro CS4 and the Adobe Media Encoder, you'd have to render each item separately. Now you can just line them up and walk away.